What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And on today's episode, I'm officially going to take you guys through my 850 Ci that we've recently completed. And this has been a bold collaboration with the likes of Wheel Freaks, Falcon Tires SA, Diskit, Work Wheels SA, Level 2 Automotive, and of course our amazing chaps all the way in the UK, Car Audio and Security. So as always, if you guys want to see more, stay tuned. Now guys, I want to take you guys through a bit of my car journey, right? So I started off many moons ago with my first car at the age of 16 was a Mini. And how I actually ended up buying that vehicle, those of you that come from my hometown will know my late parents. May the Almighty grant them Jannatul Firdaus. So my parents were not wealthy. They did the best they could, and they did the best within reason. I mean, my parents owned a takeaways and they were selling sandwiches, and obviously, you know what, back in the day, you could have less and be happy, and that was the order of the day. So one thing I'm super grateful for is that my parents taught me to work from a young age. So at the age of 13, I started working. On weekends, I would work at the fruit and veg market in Maravastad. That's out in Pretoria. I worked as a waiter at Wimpy. Like seriously guys, a lot of you guys don't know my history, but I'm going to be doing a video very soon when we shoot our podcast, where I'm going to tell you guys a bit about my life story and all the challenges and difficulties I've been through. And I'm sure it's going to be super inspiring for you guys, but that will be shown in a future video. For now, started working at the age of 13. I used to work at Wimpy. I used to work at the fruit and veg market. I used to work at Fruity Immies after school on weekends just to earn extra money, because obviously we didn't come from money. And I managed to save up in 3 years half the amount for my Mini. And my parents, being the kind-hearted people that they were, they gave me the other half and I bought my first car. But I was always a dreamer. I mean, some of the cars I owned, and I'm talking about, this is where my journey actually started, guys, was my Mini. My second car was my Uno. My third car was my Uno Turbo. I don't have a picture of it, but I sold it because I almost met up in a very bad accident. It's a very dangerous car. At that time, a 1400 with the turbo and no ABS or any airbags was a very dangerous car. So I sold that car after 2 weeks and I built myself up. Eventually, over time, I was able to afford my first BMW. I was a sales manager at Outsurance, and I bought my first BMW that I ever owned was an E46 touring station wagon, which is what you see there. I could never afford a BMW. I was those guys that whatever I could afford, I always made the best out of it. So for example, I had a super cool I love this highway, guys. Like the cars that you see going past is makes me go nuts. So again, I built myself up, and eventually, as I started doing well in life, I was able to buy a car, sell a car, move on to the next car. So the car standing behind you is my ex Calypso. And I say ex Calypso, you guys know the journey with wrap. I decided to change the wrapping, obviously, because I wanted a better finish on the car, so we decided to paint the car. But this is my fifth 850 that I've owned in my life, right? If ever you know me from back in the day, I will always have a 3 Series. I love an E30. I will always have a 5 Series and E12. I will always have a 6 Series, and I will always have an 8 Series in my collection. That's like the ultimate BMWs for me. So this is my fifth one I've owned. My first one I bought from a friend of mine, Suleiman Malik, which was a Calypso red one. I actually flew down to Durban and drove the car back many years ago. I sold it to my good friend Manoj. I know you're watching. You guys know Manoj. Manoj and him did the dyeing from Color Glow on the M5 and the 2002. So yeah, so that was my first 850. I then bought a second 850 from my friend Mo EMI. You guys met Mo from EMI. It was the white one, and I actually sold the car as soon as I bought it. So one of my clients phoned me and actually wanted to buy the car, so I sold him the car immediately. I never got to enjoy it. And then I bought the set from a gentleman that came to the shop and told me he's got two 850s, gave him my number and told him if ever you want to sell, please let me know. And he phoned me a few months later saying he's ready to sell both the 850s. I wanted one. I had to buy both or else he wouldn't sell me the cars. So I bought the silver one and then I bought the Calypso one. And then a good friend of mine's Mark in Cape Town who owns a sick collection. I'm actually going to shoot his collection for you guys and drop it on the channel when I'm back in Cape Town. But Mark sold me a black left-hand drive, and then I put the car up for sale. Or I mentioned I wanted to sell one of the 850s because I couldn't keep three. Imagine I had three 850s. That's how much I love 8 Series, guys. So I had three 850s, and I should have sold the silver one, but I ended up selling the black left-hand drive, and that actually gave me the itch for black 8 Series, which I've always wanted. So naturally, it made sense to, if I don't own a black car, I'm gonna paint my car black so I can own a black car. So that's my short journey, or not short journey, that's my journey with the E31 8 Series, right? For me personally, I think it's one of the most remarkable cars BMW has ever manufactured. But before we get into the details of this car, I want to give you guys a bit of a history lesson on the E31 8 Series.
The Great 8, the BMW flagship of the 90s. At that time, an innovator of exceptional design, sporty, luxurious, and elegant, combined with modern technical features. The 8 Series stands for the Big BMW Coupe. It was the first time that the number 8 was assigned, and the 8 Series Coupe is the most successful German 12-cylinder coupe ever. Niels Hammann is now a project manager at BMW. His greatest passion is the BMW 8 Series. When the car hit the market in 1989, he was still attending school. But even though he didn't yet have a driver's license, the car exerted a strong fascination on him. This fascination never stopped, so I had to buy one at some point. This was in 2004. And since then, I have lots of fun with the car, and the passion for it only grew. The book was a result of this. Hammann's book tells the story of the 8 Series in all detail, from the first design sketches to the different editions and their configurations. Therefore, Hammann has evaluated internal documents and interviewed the developers. The unusual shape of the car with a long bonnet was the result of a great technical goal. From the onset, it was clear that for the first time you wanted to achieve a drag coefficient of less than 0.3. You can see the optimized pleonastic form, such as the recessed windshield wiper and aerodynamically optimized exterior mirrors. With all these measures, a drag coefficient of 0.29 was reached. The measures also include a tight seal in the side window. To open the door, it automatically moves down a bit. This feature is now standard in many convertibles and coupes. But the 8 Series is even more extraordinary. The B-pillar is missing, a design feature that allows for a wonderful silhouette. The A-pillar is on the C-pillar, and you can see here the belt. For the first time at BMW, the strap is integrated into the seat, since there's no B-pillar where you can fix it. The integrated belt is a feature which you can find in many BMW coupes and convertibles today. The BMW flagship is exclusively motorized. Highlight: the 12-cylinder engine, up to 380 horsepower and regulated top speed of 250 kilometers per hour. An additional feature is a steering-linked rear suspension, which provides more stability in emergency situations. The 8 Series was the first BMW with dynamic stability control. This feature is now standard in all BMWs. The BMW 8 Series, an innovative luxurious liner that has influenced subsequent BMWs for generations.
Right, now guys, 8 Series is the ultimate BMW. I say this because if you owned an 850 back in the day or an 840 back in the day, these cars were primarily for your higher end executives, doctors, directors, CEOs. So now I want to show you guys how, and this is a point that a lot of people don't take into consideration regarding these cars. So this car was intended for a specific market. Now due to this car being sold to that market, most of the 8 Series around today don't have a lot of mileage, and they are in very good condition, because if you had your CEOs and your directors purchasing these cars, 10 to 1 they would have had them serviced and maintained by BMW specialists or BMW themselves. So thus resulting in a lot of these cars being in phenomenal condition. Personally, I honestly think that an 8 Series is a car to buy and keep for the next 5 years, because your return on investment is going to be super high, taking into consideration they were a limited market, and also you don't find them every day, you know. So with that being said, if I do get an opportunity to buy another 8 Series, I would definitely buy another 8 Series and I would stash it, because I'm cheap and I have a very addictive personality. You guys know that. If I want something, I want it, and I want something in excess of it. So that's how I am. And also, again guys, I've just shared with you guys my story. I come from owning a Mini. I could never afford these cars, and later in my life, through all the challenges, the difficulties, the lessons, the hard work, the perseverance, the Almighty has blessed me with the opportunity to be able to own these cars and also share my passion and my knowledge with you guys. And once again, that's what the channel is all about. So let me take you guys through some of the work that was done on the vehicle. Okay, now you guys know that initially we decided to wrap the car. Unfortunately, we had a bit of complications with the wrap. Just 1 second. Shamu, you're phoning me. How's it, sis? How are you? I was busy packing and that. Yeah, I needed to get some t-shirts and some stuff. I'm standing in front of the camera, you're on YouTube, and I'm shooting a video before I leave. Guys, this is my sister on the phone. Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna phone you. I'm gonna phone you after I shoot the video, right? I will. I've just got this video and another video to shoot, and then. No, I know I spoke to Zayn last night. It's been chaotic for all of us, man. Yo. Alright. Love you. Bye. My sister. Shamila Teba, my sister. Okay, so initially we wrapped the car. And then obviously when we removed the wrap, some of the clear coat and the paint came off. and the wrap itself wasn't going to give me the finish I desired. So the good guys at Level 2 Automotive were supposed to do PPF on the car, but it would require us having to repaint the car and then they would PPF the car. So it didn't make sense to paint the car and then PPF the car black. So they came on board as a sponsor, Zunaid and Keegan, and they offered to pay for the paintwork on the car, which we did in-house. Now, guys, I'm actually, and again, when it comes to cars, right, everything happens for a reason. I am super happy that we did not wrap the car. I am super happy that we actually painted the car, because I understand the finish between a gloss wrap and the finish between a gloss paint job is day and night difference. Only paintwork can give you this finish. So I'm actually glad it happened. It was a lesson. I will wrap a car in future, but if I wrap a car, I would wrap it matte to get the desired effect, but I won't wrap a car gloss, because a gloss wrap will never give you a paint finish. So yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Now, a lot of you guys don't know that with the color change, or where there's an engine change or engine clearance that needs to be done, you need to do police clearance and you need to update it with the traffic department. So you guys know my good friend Mujib, who's always come on board for all my cars. He's my go-to guy when it comes to change of ownership, etc., and personal plates. So he came on board and he sorted out the police clearance, the 850 GP custom plate, and now at least I know when I drive the car I won't have any issues. So once that is sorted out, we move on to, I think, the most iconic and the most important feature of this car, which is the wheels. Now, I always say it, the wheels can either make your car or it can break your car. And let me be honest with you guys, back in the day, if you were rolling on a work Emmett's wheel on any of your cars, you were considered a boss. So in essence, the Emmett's wheel is regarded as the Rolex of work wheels. And there is a slogan by our good friend Shahid from Wheel Freaks. You guys would have remembered we took the car through to him to do measurements on a previous episode. And I must tell you something, right? What I love about the space I'm in now is I mentioned on the M5 build that I'm changing suppliers. And the reason why I'm changing suppliers is because when you start doing research, you find out you aren't getting the best deal. And ultimately, you want to get the best deal as a business owner. But I'm not the type of person that actually compares prices, because I believe if you're going to charge me something, I need to trust you to know that you will always give me the best deal without me having to ask you. So Shahid is one of those guys. I buy a lot of my customers' wheels from him. I buy a lot of my tires from him. And he's the type of person that I will always support. And that goes for Work Wheels SA. That goes for Falcon Tires SA, Shafiq and Mo. You guys are absolutely amazing. And I am truly honored that you guys came on board as sponsors for this build. So look, we're running a set of Work Emmett's 20-inch wheels. We were debating on whether we should go with 19-inch, 20-inch. Personally, I love a 20-inch on an 8 Series, especially with air suspension. I think it looks absolutely menacing. What do you guys think? Do you guys think we should have gone for a smaller wheel, or should we have gone for, or is this the right size? Comment with your suggestions down below. Now, again, 20-inch 20-inch Emmett's wheels wrapped in Falcon tires. Perfect match for this car. Now, we had a little bit of complications when we were ordering the wheel. Because we were chasing a deadline for OTF, the initial wheel I wanted was the black centers. It was not available, and we had to settle for the full silver face with no black centers. Luckily for us, Work Wheels out in Japan actually sent us the correct specification of what we needed. So this is exactly the spec I wanted on the wheel. Inside black with the chrome caps and the polished lips. Looks perfect on the black car. Again, you guys can judge. or you guys can let me know what you think. But personally, I love this finish. And you'll notice that I play a lot with my wheels on my cars. So for example, Gamla's got the gold on the red. We've got Puta with the white on white. And then we've got Celeb with the chrome. And then I'm the type of person, I love to experiment. So it's nice because at the end of the day, you guys also learn and you get to see different designs that actually work. Now, I want to tell you something, right? These cars' parts are ridiculously expensive, and these cars' parts are so scarce to get. BMW does have some parts available, but they're super expensive. So your other option is to check either on Facebook Marketplace out of South Africa or to check on eBay. So let me take you guys through to the interior and show you guys what went down. Now, one of the coolest parts about an 8 Series, which I absolutely love, is the pillarless. I mentioned this to you guys before on the Impala video. The Galaxy has a pillar. The Impala doesn't have a pillar. The 850 is the same. That's one of the most iconic features on an 8 Series as well, including the pop-out lights, which I'll give you guys a demonstration of. Now, the interior was very simple. I wanted to tie in with the theme. There's something that we're busy with, which we're going to showcase at shows next year, but there's a theme in mind, right? So you guys know that our company colors is black and turquoise / black and teal. So I needed to give this some of celeb flavor. So what we actually did was, we kept the door panels original. We added a little bit of a strip on the door panel of the turquoise. We redid the roof liner in a turquoise suede, and I redid the seats in a turquoise leather with hand stitching on the corners. Now there is a few bits and pieces that I am going to add on, like we're going to be hand stitching the gear knob, the handbrake lever, but that will come with time. Now again, this is one of those cars that has a lot of features. So you've got your double cubby. How cool is that? Hopefully it will close. You have to bang it a bit because it is an old car. Then again, it's got so much features on this car. It's got your onboard computer, it's got your rear blind, you've got your electronic steering control, which you can adjust. Again, this car, being a 90s car, was ahead of its time. So now that the interior is sorted out, let me take you guys through to the boot and show you guys exactly what we did in the boot. Yeah, I'm leaving in a few hours. Guys, we got the legend Skid Marks here. Say hi to the viewers.
Hi, how you doing, guys? We out here. We came to come bid Chip a farewell. He's gonna go meet up with the trio in the UK.
Yes.
And he's definitely bringing home something for that.
We hope so.
I know for sure.
We hope so, guys. We hope so.
He's gonna represent us well. You must stand behind him, guys. We're not voting for podium this year because there's no space for three cars on the podium. But stand behind him, stand behind us as South Africans, guys. It's a first for the country, and yes, I'm looking forward to this one.
Lekker. One of my actual dreams is that Sean can join us on one of the trips. So hopefully on the next trips, we get some sponsors, and hopefully we can get government involved, and then we can take Mo, which is behind the camera. We can take Sean, and we'll be able to document the journey much better and more detail. So if you're from government and you're sitting on your couch, you guys need to start supporting us. We can't do it on our own, eh?
Yes, please, guys. We need to support the South African car culture. Not only Chip in stance, we've got Opanjaro who just won Shai Moto.
Yes.
Government never even congratulated the guy or anything.
That's
so
a problem.
You guys give us the support that they're not giving us, and then they're gonna be forced to give the support, guys.
100%. I agree with you. So talk to me about the 850.
I love it. I'm so sad I didn't get to see it at that Idol Auto, but the wheel, the choice of that wheel, it looks so much like an Alpina.
Yeah.
So it kind of brings new school flavor and old school flavor at the same.
It.
And because it's a split wheel, guys, Work Wheels SA came on board. Yes, Steve. You're doing big things, my brother.
Thank
Big
you,
things.
bro.
I'm so happy to see that the channel is growing so well.
Thank you,
And if
bro.
you guys haven't subscribed yet, do us a favor, hit that subscribe button and share this with your family and friends so they can also subscribe, guys.
100%. We need your support, guys. We can't do it without you. Okay, so in order to keep the boot super clean, to tie in with the exterior and the interior, we decided to make the airlift suspension the focus of the install. So what we've done is we've put the solenoid in the center with perspex and the hard lines in a spidery form. Tank is mounted up, obviously to allow us to have a bit more space in the car. We've got the dual compressor system and then a floorboard. Now what I love about the floorboard is I've given my sponsors an opportunity to be on the floorboard, and also we've got the infinity mirror effect. Side panels on the side. The car doesn't really have a major sound system. I didn't want to put the sound system, so all we did is upgraded the radio to an Alpine unit, and I changed the speakers all round, just so that it's better than factory and better than the stock system. So overall, the car came out absolutely amazing. The shocks are new, so it's a bit hard to close. The car came out absolutely amazing. There is one or two small things I'd like to do on the vehicle. So for example, I need to fix up the rear silencer on the exhaust. You guys know who I'll be taking that to. The good gents at SSR will be sorting out the exhaust system for us when I come back from the UK. And yeah, nothing else needs to be done. And you know, this car is testament that you don't need to do a lot on a car to get the car looking good. Air suspension, and again, air suspension changes the ride quality, and it also changes the look of the car. You guys know I'm running an X-Low system, which is the first system that we fitted on the car. We've actually got another 5 or 6 cars that we're busy fitting X-Low on. Going forward, it's my recommended air suspension kit. I really want to stick to doing it because, as you know, on the previous build that we had with the wagon, we had a lot of issues. So I'm trying to cut down on the cheaper stuff, and I want to rather do the higher quality stuff. So shout out to Raj Palm for supplying us with the airlift and the X-Low suspension. So again, very simple. This wasn't a full restoration. It was just paint, interior, wheels, boot setup. And personally, I don't think this car needs anything more to get it looking good. Guys, I want to say a massive thank you to my sponsors. You guys are absolutely amazing. But there's someone I want to give credit to as well, you know, and again, my brother Rudy, may the Almighty grant him genital fit dose. He was also involved in this build, and every single build I always run past him, and I wish he was here to see this, you know, but I know that maybe somehow he is looking down on me, you know. Yeah, but again, it's a huge loss for me. But again, it's everything I do is in memory of him. And again, I'm super grateful that my parents taught me to work from a very young age. Nothing comes easy. They taught me responsibility. They taught me the meaning of work ethic and having to work for your things. And that's a message I want to pass through to you guys. Nothing comes easy, guys. There's no instant gratification. If you have that train of thought, please change it, because you're not going to go very far in life. Everything that comes with hard work, and you got to work for it, and that's important, guys. You know, and I'm super grateful to the Almighty for all the blessings, and I hope that you guys are enjoying the channel. I hope that you guys are learning a lot from this, because ultimately that's what it's about. We're together on this journey, and I hope to bring you guys more amazing builds, and I hope to take you guys with me on more international shows. So shout out to all you guys for supporting, interacting, commenting. We love you guys. I wish you nothing but many smiles on many miles and many amazing car journeys. I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Stay safe. you.